Hey everyone, welcome back to KenkoVibe Podcast. I'm Ethan Reed.
And I'm Grace Morgan.
We are back with another daily dose of health insights.
Absolutely.
Today we're diving into something that might sound...
A little out there.
Yeah, a little out there.
I like that.
But trust me, the truth is way more interesting than fiction.
Oh, I love it already.
We're talking about testosterone.
Okay.
And specifically a question that I've heard more than a few times.
All right, I'm ready. Lay it on me.
Can you just shoot it straight into your veins for faster results?
Oh my goodness.
Right.
You're talking about something that's not only ineffective, but
Right.
potentially deadly. Injecting testosterone directly into your bloodstream
Wow.
is a huge misconception. And honestly, it makes me cringe a little every time I hear it.
Okay, so maybe not the best idea then.
No.
But come on, walk me through it. Why is this such a hard no?
Well, for starters, most injectable testosterone is oil-based.
Okay.
So picture what happens when you try to mix oil and water. They don't exactly play nice, right?
No, there you go.
Now imagine trying to force that oil into your bloodstream.
Oh,
If even 1 to 2 milliliters of that oily testosterone
okay.
reaches your heart, you're looking at a pulmonary microembolism,
Boy.
or PE for short.
Okay.
Basically tiny clots forming in your lungs,
Oh,
which can trigger acute respiratory distress syndrome.
okay.
And that's a serious life-threatening situation
Wow.
where your body struggles to get the oxygen it needs.
Yikes. That's definitely not the kind of boost anyone's looking for.
Exactly. And even if that oil somehow manages to bypass your heart, ending up in your lungs is no picnic either.
Oh, no.
You'd be hit with severe coughing and struggle to breathe as your body panics, trying to deal with oil where it absolutely should not be.
So, okay, let's say someone's not swayed by the whole life-threatening danger thing.
Right. Some people.
Are there any other reasons why this wouldn't even work for its intended purpose?
It's actually incredibly inefficient, too. Anything you inject intravenously has a much shorter lifespan in your system. It's like taking an express train through your body, quickly getting filtered out and eliminated.
Oh, okay.
So even if it didn't cause all these terrible side effects, which it does, you wouldn't even get the full benefit of the testosterone because it wouldn't stick around long enough to do its job.
Yeah.
Plus, that oil base we talked about limits how much you can inject at once.
Right.
So you'd be looking at tiny, ineffective doses.
All right, so intravenous testosterone is officially off the table.
Yeah, I think we can all agree on that.
But let's say someone IS looking to increase their testosterone levels,
Okay.
maybe for medical reasons or performance enhancement. What are the safer, more effective options out there?
There are definitely much better ways to go about it. If you're talking about medical needs, the standard practice is intramuscular injections,
Okay.
meaning directly into the muscle. There's also the subcutaneous route, which means just under the skin. Both of these methods allow the testosterone to be absorbed slowly and steadily, giving your body a chance to utilize it properly.
So those are your options if you're going the injection route. But I know there are also those testosterone booster supplements you hear about all the time.
Yes.
How do those work?
You're talking about natural testosterone boosters, and they're a completely different approach.
Okay.
Instead of delivering testosterone directly, they're designed to help your body produce more of it naturally.
Oh.
Usually they come in pill form and contain a blend of herbs, vitamins, and minerals that can support your body's own testosterone production.
So it's less about a quick fix and more about giving your body the tools it needs to take care of business itself.
Exactly.
I like it.
And that's a big part of why they typically have fewer side effects compared to injections. You're working with your body's natural processes instead of introducing something foreign.
That definitely sounds like a more balanced approach. But I'm guessing there are times when a doctor might recommend traditional testosterone therapy over a natural booster.
You're absolutely right. If someone has a diagnosed medical condition
Oh, okay.
causing genuinely low testosterone levels,
Right.
that's when you'd want to talk to a doctor about testosterone replacement therapy.
Okay.
It's about bringing your body back to a healthy baseline.
So that's where those injections might come into play.
Exactly.
But under a doctor's supervision, of course.
Precisely. A doctor will determine the right dosage and method based on your individual needs and a health history.
Makes sense. So what about someone who's not dealing with a medical condition, but maybe they're an athlete looking for an edge or noticing some age-related decline in testosterone?
Yeah.
Would those be situations where natural boosters might be a good fit?
They can definitely be a good option in those scenarios. They offer a gentler, more gradual approach with less risk of side effects and no needles involved.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's all about working with your body, not against it.
All right, so it really comes down to personal goals and health needs.
Absolutely.
It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing.
And no matter what route you're considering, it's crucial to consult with your doctor before starting any kind of testosterone regimen, whether it's therapeutic or for enhancement. They can help you make the safest and most informed decision for your individual situation.
Solid advice as always. So for folks who might be leaning towards natural boosters,
Yes.
what are some things to keep in mind when exploring those?
Well, remember, these usually come in supplement form, often with a mix of natural ingredients that are believed to support testosterone production. We're talking about things like herbs, vitamins, and minerals.
So it's not like popping a pill of pure testosterone,
Yeah.
but rather giving your body the building blocks to make more of it on its own.
Exactly. And that's why natural boosters tend to have a more gradual effect.
Yeah.
You're supporting your body's natural processes rather than introducing a synthetic hormone. But that doesn't mean they're not effective.
Right.
There's a growing body of research on the benefits of natural testosterone boosters, and we're learning more all the time about how to optimize their effectiveness.
That's fascinating. So it sounds like there's a lot more to these boosters than meets the eye. It's not just some quick fix,
Yeah.
but a whole approach to supporting your body's natural functions.
You got it. And speaking of approaches, let's circle back for a second to those intravenous injections.
Okay.
I know we've covered the dangers, but it's worth driving that point home one last time.
Yeah.
Injecting anything directly into your veins without proper medical supervision is incredibly risky.
Right.
Your veins are not meant to handle substances that aren't specifically designed for intravenous administration.
Okay.
And in the case of oil-based testosterone, those risks can be life-threatening.
Okay, folks, you heard it here from the expert. No DIY testosterone injections.
Please.
Leave that to the medical professionals.
Exactly. And if you are exploring ways to boost your testosterone levels,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's for medical reasons or personal goals, the most important thing is to have an open and honest conversation with your doctor. They can help you determine the safest, most effective approach for you.
Well said. And it strikes me that this whole conversation speaks to a larger point about health and wellness.
Oh, yeah.
There are no magic bullets, no shortcuts to true well-being.
Right.
It's about understanding your body, making informed choices, and working with healthcare professionals who can guide you on the right path.
I couldn't agree more, and I think that's a perfect note to end this part of our deep dive on.
That's right. We've only just scratched the surface of this topic. Stay tuned as we delve even deeper into the complexities of testosterone. Explore the latest research and answer those burning questions you've been dying to ask.
Welcome back to KenkoVibe Podcast. Before we dig deeper into the world of testosterone, I want to circle back to something you touched on earlier about those natural testosterone boosters. You mentioned that they contain things like herbs and vitamins.
Yeah, exactly. It's fascinating to think that something as seemingly simple as a plant could have such a powerful effect on our bodies.
It really is. And it speaks to the interconnectedness of nature and human health. One of the most well-known herbs used in these boosters is Tribulus terrestris, which has been used in traditional medicine for centuries.
Tribulus terrestris.
Yeah.
That sounds like something straight out of a Harry Potter potion. What's the story behind this herb?
Well, it's been used in both traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurvedic medicine for a variety of purposes. But one of its most notable effects is its potential to boost testosterone levels. Some studies suggest that it might work by stimulating the production of luteinizing hormone, which in turn signals the body to produce more testosterone.
Okay, so it's not directly pumping your body full of testosterone, but rather nudging it in the right direction. I like that approach. Are there any other natural ingredients that play a similar role?
Absolutely. Another popular one is fenugreek, which you might recognize as a spice commonly used in Indian cuisine. It contains compounds called furanolinic saponins, which have been shown to have testosterone-boosting properties.
Fenugreek, huh? So I could be enjoying a delicious curry A&D, boosting my testosterone at the same time. Sign me up.
Now, hold on a second. It's not quite as simple as that. While these ingredients show promise, it's important to remember that the research on natural testosterone boosters is still ongoing. Not all supplements are created equal, and the effectiveness can vary depending on the quality of the ingredients, the dosage, and individual factors.
That's a good point. It's easy to get caught up in the hype, especially when it comes to something as alluring as boosting testosterone. But as always, it's about being informed and making smart choices.
Exactly. And that's why I always emphasize the importance of consulting with your doctor before starting any new supplement regimen, especially if you have any underlying health conditions or taking other medications.
Solid advice, as always. So while we're on the topic of making smart choices, let's shift gears for a minute and talk about the other side of the testosterone coin, the folks who are using it for performance enhancement. I know this can be a bit of a controversial topic, but it's important to address.
You're right. And it's a conversation that deserves nuance and careful consideration. We've already talked about the dangers of intravenous testosterone injections, but even when used under medical supervision, there are potential risks and ethical considerations to keep in mind.
Yeah, it's definitely not something to take lightly. What are some of the key things people need to be aware of when it comes to testosterone and performance enhancement?
Well, first and foremost, it's important to acknowledge that the use of testosterone for performance enhancement is banned in most professional sports. This is not only about fairness and maintaining a level playing field, but also about protecting the health of athletes.
That makes sense. So we're talking about potential repercussions beyond just getting disqualified from a competition.
Exactly. When testosterone is used inappropriately, it can disrupt the body's natural hormonal balance, leading to a whole host of side effects. Some of the most common ones include acne, mood swings, aggression, hair loss, and even testicular shrinkage.
Whoa, those are some serious side effects. It's definitely a reminder that messing with your body's natural chemistry comes with risks. But what about those who argue that testosterone can provide a legitimate edge for athletes, especially as they age?
It's true that testosterone levels naturally decline with age, and some athletes might be tempted to use it to regain that lost edge. But even in those cases, it's crucial to proceed with caution and under the guidance of a medical professional. The potential benefits need to be carefully weighed against the risks. And it's important to remember that there are often safer and more sustainable ways to enhance athletic performance.
So things like proper training, nutrition, and recovery strategies.
Exactly. Those are the foundations of athletic success, and they should always be the primary focus. Testosterone, whether natural boosters or prescription therapy, should only be considered as a complementary tool under the guidance of a qualified healthcare professional.
That's a really important message. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of peak performance. But ultimately, our health and well-being should always come first. And, it strikes me that this whole discussion about testosterone really highlights the importance of bell balance.
I think you're onto something there. Whether we're talking about our hormones, our training regimens, or our approach to life in general, finding that balance is key to achieving optimal health and well-being.
Well said. And on that note, I think it's time to wrap up this part of our deep dive. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the dangers of intravenous testosterone to the potential benefits and risks of natural boosters and prescription therapy. But we're not done yet.
Stay tuned, folks, because in our final segment, we'll explore some cutting-edge research on testosterone and delve into the fascinating ways this hormone impacts our lives beyond just physical performance. You won't want to miss it.
Welcome back to KenkoVibe Podcast for the final part of our testosterone deep dive. We've covered a lot of ground already, but...
You know what they say, save the best for last.
Exactly.
I'm excited for this.
We've talked about the risks and the myths, the medical side, and even touched on the ethics of performance enhancement.
Yeah.
But testosterone's story goes way beyond all that.
So much more.
This hormone is a fascinating character in the human drama,
It really is.
influencing so much more than just our muscles and athletic prowess.
Right.
Oh, I'm intrigued. You've officially piqued my curiosity. What else does testosterone have its fingers in, so to speak?
Well, for starters, let's talk about the brain.
The brain.
You might think of testosterone as a purely physical hormone, but it actually plays a crucial role in cognitive function, mood regulation, and even our sense of well-being.
Hold on. Are you telling me that testosterone can impact how we think and feel?
I am.
That's wild.
It absolutely can. Studies have shown that testosterone can influence things like spatial reasoning memory and verbal fluency.
Wow.
It's also been linked to motivation, assertiveness, and even risk-taking behavior.
Huh. That actually explains a lot. I always feel sharper and more focused when I'm hitting the gym regularly. Is that a testosterone thing?
It's definitely possible.
Yeah.
Exercise is one of the natural ways to boost testosterone levels. And as those levels rise, you might experience those cognitive benefits you're describing. Feeling more alert, motivated, and mentally sharp.
Yeah. But you also mentioned mood regulation. How does testosterone fit into that equation?
Well, just like many other hormones, testosterone plays a role in the delicate balance of brain chemicals
All right.
that influence our mood and emotional state. When testosterone levels are within a healthy range, it can contribute to feelings of well-being, confidence,
Okay.
and even reduce symptoms of depression in some cases.
So could low testosterone potentially be a contributing factor to mood disorders? That's an interesting connection I hadn't considered before.
It's definitely an area of ongoing research, and more studies are needed to fully understand the complex relationship between testosterone and mental health.
Yeah.
But it's a fascinating avenue to explore, and it highlights the importance of maintaining hormonal balance for overall well-being.
It really does.
Yeah.
It's like we're peeling back the layers of an onion here, discovering all these interconnected systems and how they impact each other. So beyond the brain and mood, what else does testosterone influence?
Well, we can't talk about testosterone without acknowledging its role in bone health. You might associate strong bones with calcium and vitamin D,
Right.
which are certainly crucial. But testosterone also plays a vital part in maintaining bone density and preventing osteoporosis, especially as we age.
Really. So testosterone is like a silent partner in bone health, working behind the scenes to keep things strong and sturdy.
Exactly. And as men age and testosterone levels naturally decline, the risk of osteoporosis increases.
Mm.
That's why it's so important to have regular checkups with your doctor to monitor your hormone levels and take steps to maintain bone health throughout life.
This has been eye-opening. It's amazing how one hormone can have such a far-reaching impact on our physical and mental well-being. It's a reminder that our bodies are these incredible interconnected systems.
Right.
And understanding how those systems work together is key to living a healthy and fulfilling life.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And that brings us to the end of our testosterone deep dive. I hope our listeners have found it informative and engaging.
I know I have. It's been a wild ride uncovering all these fascinating facts about this powerful hormone, and I think we've learned a lot about the importance of making informed choices, respecting our bodies, and working with healthcare professionals to achieve optimal health.
Absolutely, knowledge is power. And the more we understand about our bodies, the better equipped we are to make choices that support our well-being.
Mill said. And that wraps up another episode of KenkoVibe Podcast. I'm Ethan Reed.
And I'm Grace Morgan. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of testosterone.
Don't forget to subscribe to KenkoVibe Podcast for more insightful episodes like this one. And if you enjoyed today's show, be sure to like, comment, and share it with anyone who might find it helpful. We'll catch you next time for another dose of KenkoVibe.